Businesses were also disrupted in Braamfontein around the Wits main campus later in the evening. Violent scenes unfolded in the streets where police and protesters clashed. A shop was looted as protesters ran riot. Streets were also blocked off to traffic with concrete beams and burning objects. It's reported that criminal elements are coming to the fore as the protest for free education intensifies. Management at Wits, meanwhile, says it is still open to meeting with students from all movements and with mediators to negotiate on settlement of the students' demands. For the latest news from Wits University, we cross once again to our reporter Chriselda Lewis, who is at Wits this morning. Chriselda, good morning to you. Cleanup operations are underway. Are more protests expected today?
Well, that's right, Palisa. Cleanup operations have been ongoing since very early this morning here at the Wits University's main campus. But the expectation is that protesting students will again gather here on the stairs of the Great Hall to make their demands known once again. The expectation again, they indicated late last night after a meeting here at Solomon Matlang House, that they will continue with their action. Now, the university has indicated that lectures will resume today, but under what climate exactly that's going to take place certainly remains to be seen at this point. The university has indicated that it would resume these lectures on the basis that after protesting students forcefully removed students and lecturers from the different lecture halls yesterday, they did manage to get some lectures started. One of the students that I spoke to just very early this morning, he refused to come live on air with us, did indicate that he did manage to attend 2 lectures yesterday. They were uninterrupted, so I guess that was at the point where they've been running battles between the police and the protesting students just here behind me on the stairs of the Great Hall. So really we're monitoring the situation at this point. Those lectures are expected to begin at about 8:15 this morning, but students are saying they remain resolute and will continue with their action at the stage.
All right, Chriselda, Wits says that it's still open to meeting with students from the different movements. Do we know if the students are also open to negotiations and meeting with the university?
Well, Wits University has been adamant that it's tried to call students to the negotiating table after we saw the mediation fall apart and the cancellation of that General Assembly. But what Wits University says is that none of the students want to meet with them at this point. But students have also been clear that they have certain demands that need to be met before they meet with management. One of those will certainly include the removal of police from the university or the campus. And at this stage, the university has indicated it simply cannot do that because of the threats, the intimidation that we've seen at this very campus as students continue with their protest action. So at this point, I think students are not willing to meet management at this point unless some of those demands are met at this stage. They're also calling on management to join them in the front line and march for free education. The university has come to the table on that aspect and said it's willing to march with students to try and raise this issue and take it to the relevant authorities, including the Department of Higher Education and Training. But students are saying at this point there are a number of issues that need to be addressed prior to any agreement that would be reached to them meeting with management at any given point. So they're really not finding each other at this point. And the likelihood of a General Assembly, you would recall that the institution did say it's still open to having a General Assembly, but the students are saying at this point they're not reaching consensus on some of the major demands that they've put to the fore. So at this point they're not willing to meet with management to discuss anything relating to the return of lectures or returning to class.
All right, that's our reporter there live from Wits University, Chriselda Lewis, updating us on the situation. We'll certainly be crossing back to her for the latest.